Hello guys, what's up? Richard here. Today I have here on my channel again a guest. Already been here before, but we talked in Portuguese. We answered a couple of questions, but right now we're going to speak only in English. So she's here. Thanks so much, Samya, for being here on my channel again.
Yeah, Richard, the pleasure is mine, it's always good, talking to you, especially in English. It's
Well,
something
that's
really like
good.
it because I think it's something that we like in common, we
Yeah,
we
we love
love
English.
talking yeah, we love English. So thanks for inviting me.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks so much as well. So, Samia, I've noticed that you've been posting so many videos about conversation and especially when we make mistakes. So, I'd like to ask you, w- currently, what do you still struggle with on your English, in your English? So, there are topics that you still have difficulties. Tell
A
me
lot of
about that.
men, a lot of men, a lot of men. First of all, I have to say, if you are learning a new language, um, it's not too easy, especially at the beginning. You're gonna find so many difficulties, but the important thing is don't give up, because when I started learning English, when I started to study English, I saw, oh man, it's really hard. I will never understand what those people are talking about. So, oh, I want to give up. I want to give up. And sometimes I had this bad moment when oh, I'm never gonna do that anymore. But thank God, I keep my studies, and now I'm here. And including Cambly, I would in the begin at the beginning, I was so nervous. I still, sometimes I still, nervous in some conversation, but at the beginning it was hard. So for a long time I paid for Cambly, but man, I didn't use Cambly. I paid, but I didn't
Really?
use it. Yeah. So,
Really?
but now I'm using Cambly. I mean, all the time. I would like
That's
to
good.
have more minutes, more money to have more classes on Cambly.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I have some problems. Yeah. And I want to talk here about three problems. I mean, three challenges that I have in English. And the first one is, I don't know if you have the same, problem, but it's the TH sound, man. TH
It
sound.
sound, yeah, it's so challenging.
Yeah, TH sound. Sometimes I just can make that sound, because we don't have, the sound in Portuguese. So sometimes when
Yeah.
I try to speak some word like faith, faith, fifth, I don't know if I can make
Uh,
correctly.
the
13,
numbers, right?
yeah, the
The
numbers. So
ordinals numbers. Yeah,
yeah,
those are really hard.
and I don't know if you try to say the tongue twist like he threw three free throws. I don't know if you can say this tongue twister. It's some exercise that I do, for practice. Um, this sound, th sound.
Yeah.
First, it's really challenge. That's right,
Yeah,
challenge.
it is. Yeah, it's so challenging. And yes, I still struggle with the th sound. Sometimes it sounds like an F, and I don't know, and I feel like, oh my gosh. But we have to practice it, right? There is no way out.
Yeah. The second one is when I have to say the past tense form of some regular verbs. The ed at the end
ED.
of, yeah. especially when I try to speak in a sentence, because when I try to say just one word, sometimes I can, speak those
Yeah.
verbs. But when I try to speak them in a sentence, I have some problem. And sometimes, I don't know if the native speaker or the people who I'm talking to, if they can understand what I'm saying, especially
I see.
uh, when I have to talk something about the past. It's something that I really, uh, I have some difficult to, make some
I
sentence in
see.
a simple past. Sorry, simple
Simple
past.
past.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, yeah. It's so hard, especially when we have to remember if it's regular or irregular. Yeah. So
Yeah.
sometimes I like studying only the verbs. For example, okay, verb to want. Okay, verb to want. The past is wanted, wanted. Or certain people say wanted, right, in British accent.
Yeah, man. Oh
So
gosh.
yeah, but I'm looking for the American accent, but that's cool. And yeah, it's really hard. Verbs, especially the
But
past.
there are some sounds in a British accent. It's so much better for me. Like the R sound, because um, let me see. In there, um, we have the word better. So if you
Better.
are saying in American accent, you would pronounce like better, but in British accent, better, better.
Better.
So
Better.
yeah, better. Sometimes doing make the sounds, or in American accent, it's really hard for me. Like in mother. I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
say it right now, but most of the time I can do it. I can make it.
Yeah, especially when we are speaking fast with a native speaker. I think
Yeah.
we feel so nervous when we are in front of a native speaker, so you have to speak fast, and sometimes we forget everything, right?
Yeah, especially when we try to speak fast, and this happened to me all the time. So when I try to speak fast, when I watch the video again, and oh man, I can't believe that I say that, because sounds so horrible sometimes. Oh, I can't believe that I make that mistake. Oh, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's part
yeah,
of the process.
that's great you said that, because I like watching the videos again, because I think only this way we can see whether we are making mistakes or not, right? So I
Yeah,
think one of the best ways to learn our English is to watch the video again. That's
yeah,
cool.
for sure. Yeah, and the last one, I think it's, oh gosh, speak English confident. Speak confident. Yeah, speak English confident.
I see.
Because like I said in the beginning of this conversation, um, most of the time I get nervous, especially when I'm speaking with a native speaker. I don't know what happened to me, but it's something that I can control, man. Uh,
Yeah.
and but it's really funny, because when I'm talking to a native speaker or with anyone in English, and I back to the video and I watch it again, and I say, "Oh man, I was thinking that I was so terrible, but
Mhm.
I could do a great job, But sometimes
Yeah.
it's so awful, so awful,
Yeah, it is.
because you have this feeling, because you want to do a great job. You have this feeling, oh, I want to, speak like a native speaker, and sometimes you try to speak fast, and at the same time I don't want to make any mistake, and
Yeah.
a lot of things happen in your mind, and sometimes you
Yeah.
you
I th-
you
I
don't.
think we
Yeah,
put a lot of pressure, right?
A lot of pressure, yeah, man. And when
Yeah,
I'm
it's
talking
really
about
hard.
myself, it's so much pressure that I put in myself. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's interesting that you said that because I'm working on my mind, you know, to be more calm, to talk to other people. I think when we get nervous, I think we mess things up, right? Only when we feel calm, when we can really be concentrated about what you're gonna talk. So it's the time when we feel more comfortable and we can we don't feel worried about making mistakes. So it's really hard. I think besides all those grammar, speaking, pronunciation, I think working on being calm, you know, our mind, it's another step, you know, it's another thing to study,
Yeah.
right? To
Oh,
study and to develop.
I don't know if it happened to you, but when I try to speak by myself at home, in this afternoon, I was in my living room. Yeah. And I tried to speak in English, and oh man, the words are coming, the words come so naturally. And oh, why did it, what this, what did happen when I'm talking to a native speaker? So,
Yeah,
yeah, but
it's so weird, right? I think yes, that's because we are more calm, more speaking with ourselves, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
but
but you know that's great you said your problems in English because yes, I still have problems with the th sound as well. It's really hard sometimes to pronounce it, and but I really struggle with the present perfect tense sometimes. You know,
yeah,
when we have certain rules, for example, when we still live or when we still do something, but when we are watching a TV show or a movie, I can tell, oh, why did they use a present perfect that time? I don't know. So sometimes it's really hard, you know, and yeah, we have to study, right?
but sometimes there's no rules, man, because sometimes we study rules, but when we are analyzing, some people, especially native speaker, uh, what I'm trying to say is, once I read um, on internet, how can I talk about dates in English, you
Yeah.
know, and I read this article. They they the people are telling me, oh, when you talk about dates, you have to use the preposition on. So
Yeah.
if one June, for example, if I want to tell you about my birthday date, so my birthday date, yes. So you have to say on June 14th. So
Mhm.
on June 14th. So when I talk this with a native speaker on Cambly, you know, I asked her, oh, what year's your birthday? In June, sorry, in August 17th. Seven, seven, oh gosh, it's really hard.
17.
Yeah. So she used, she used, instead of use on, she used in. And oh man, so
Really?
yeah, the
Sometimes we
article,
don't understand.
yeah, but in my first conversation on Cambly, it was, I talked to Renee from New York, and she told me, oh, but sometimes we native speaker, we made a lot of mistake, and sometimes we don't notice when English learn or make one. So it's
Yeah.
really it's really interesting.
Yeah, there are so many things to learn, and so I would say th sound. I would say present perfect sometimes, and past perfect. Sometimes it drives me crazy. Sometimes past perfect, present perfect, and
I know the rule,
I
but I can't use it yet. I have to practice more, but I know the rule.
yes, and sometimes when we are talking on Cambly, we are speaking about a certain topic that we have to use this tense. So
Yeah.
that's yeah. So I think that's great because it's challenge ourselves to speak more things because I think we have to always keep increasing our level, being better.
Yeah,
So
for
that's
sure.
really cool. And that's why I think, as I told you, watch again our videos. It's really cool because we can say, oh, I wanted to say it, but I couldn't do it. So I can search on the internet how to say it correctly. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah. But it was, thanks so much, Samya, for saying your problems. It was really great not to share because
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, yeah, because especially because when we have to deal with those problems, we know that, oh, let's improve this and keep practicing. So thanks so much for sharing with us your problems, my problems, and that was
okay.
really cool talking to you, Samya. Thanks so much.
Yeah, it was nice to see you again and talk to you. So, yeah, I really like it.
So thank you. I hope to have you here on my channel again.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, subscribe to her channel. The link will be in the description below. Please give me a thumbs up, hit the bell button to be informed when I upload more videos. And thanks so much guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Bye, Samya.
Bye, Richard.